with us in the 80s every weekend. Let's have a nice warm welcome from Ms. Marina Sirtis.
I was gonna sing. Except I realized I didn't know the words. But I almost joined in Born to Be Wild. Because if you don't know the words to Born to Be Wild, you don't deserve to live. In my humble opinion.
Ms. Sirtis?
Yes?
Ms. Sirtis, I have a question for you.
Where are you?
Right over here.
Hi.
Hi, how
You're
are
a
you?
good-looking black man.
Oh, thank you. Is it true that black guys love you?
Oh, they love me. The brothers love me. Actually, sir, would you come up on stage? I'd like you to tell a story, having brought that up. I can't tell the story. You have to tell the story. Yeah, don't trip over the wires. Yeah, come on up. What's your name, little boy? Okay, come and tell the story about me and the basketball players. No, don't be you. Be you. Stop acting.
Okay. Marina has an effect on brothers. And I've seen it in action. It's true. And you know, you see regular brothers, they're walking around, they're all like, oh man, hey man, that's that girl that feels shit. I mean, you know, oh man, she will be in the street and guys will turn around and follow her and say, hey, excuse me, yeah, what's happening? And she goes, look, I'm married. And I don't care. Really. But the best thing was that we were in Phoenix, somewhere like that, and over in the distance you see two 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", black guys. And I recognize one of them as this guy, Robin Perez, who is an NBA player. I mean, like, aggressive.
Gorgeous.
And they come over to her, and you have never seen two huge grown men act like little boys. They were just like, and she was like, you good looking. He was like, Robin, this dog. And he says, can I have a picture with you? And Marina, I don't even think she had on her heels on at the time, but he's 6'8", and she was like, this, like, come up to here on him. And she says, oh no, and she liked him too. She goes, ooh, and she's crawled up him like a cat. And it was like, I've never seen a woman tame. And this is like an aggressive ball player. You see him play, and he's like beating guys up out there, you know? And his brother, who was standing next to him, he was pissed because Marina was paying attention to him, to his brother, and not to him. He was like looking, oh yeah, right. You know, and these are huge guys. He had his child. Did he have his child with him? Oh, it was brilliant.
Climb him in front of his child.
But you know, it's happened so many times where I would be talking to a guy, and like I would come up and I'd go, hey, how you doing? Oh man, I love your show, man. Oh man, I really watch it all the time. Hey, you're a good dude, man, but that Counselor Troy. And I said, really? He goes, oh man, I love a woman that can feel shit.
Thank you, Dorney. Thank you. I couldn't tell that story. So, who has never seen me at a convention before? Okay. Where have you been for the last 30 years? So this side has, generally. This side hasn't so much. It's like the good side and the evil side. Yeah, you're on the evil side on this side. Well, welcome to our little shows here. As Michael said, we have been doing this a long time. Did he talk to you at all, or did you just go into the question and answer thing? He talked a little bit first. I suppose you wanted to talk first. Damn it. Okay.
Miss Sirtis? Miss Sirtis?
What? Okay, so those of you who've seen me before, you have to bear in mind, you may have heard some of the stories before. These people on the evil side haven't. So just talk quietly amongst yourselves if you've heard the answer before or heard the story before. Okay, so this is now a bit of market research. Who has heard the Generations bridge exploding story before? Oh, there's only like 5 of you. Okay, shut up, shit. Okay, right. Okay, so you can like take a party break or something, you know, while I'm doing this. So, you've all seen these shows on, you know, those like, you know, intelligent channels. Discovery, History, all those. I'm watching sports, by the way. I don't watch any of those intelligent channels. And so you know about special effects in Hollywood. Especially now, it's all CGI. I actually don't know what that means in real words, but it's CGI, right? What does it mean, actually? That's it. So, that makes sense, yeah, computer generated. Makes total sense. Well, when we were working back in the Middle Ages, they used models, actual models, and, you know, for the Enterprise and all the other spaceships. And when you blew something up, you had to blow it up. So when we had to destroy the bridge in Generations, we actually had to destroy the bridge. And so you spend a lot of time rehearsing. And the stuntmen take a lot of time practicing their stunts, and the special effects guys are putting their little explosions everywhere because they actually have to explode. And what they put in the explosive part is burnt pork. So it's kind of soft and light, so if it does hit you, it's not going to take your eye out, you know. And massive lawsuit. So you rehearse and rehearse and rehearse, because really, you really only want to do it once. You want to get it right the first time. So we rehearsed and rehearsed, and then finally we were going to shoot the scene where the bridge gets exploded up, and I'm sitting on my chair. Oh, Troy's sitting on a chair. And oh, by the way, there was always a girl in red driving. You noticed that after Will Wheaton left. There was always some chick in red down at the front driving the ship. And she had instructions. Go drive the ship, be nice to Data. He gets lonely on his own down there, so just be nice. Well, anyway, the scene takes off, action. David Carson, the director, said action, and it all starts kicking off, and Tracy, the lady who was driving, gets exploded out of her seat, because obviously she hadn't been nice enough to Data. And Riker, who was in the throne at the time, which is what we call the captain's chair, he said, you know, Troy, take the wheel. So Troy, who runs like a girl, I ran down like this. And I sat in the chair for about that long, right? And I leapt out of the chair screaming, and the director's like, cut, what the hell happened? And I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Carson, but when Tracy vacated the chair, burning embers landed in the chair, right? And I sat on them, and I have a burnt bum and a hole in my spacesuit. Well, we have to do it again. Problem is, the bridge has exploded. 5 hours later, with the first time in 7 years that none of my friends were talking to me. I was sitting in my trailer, watching TV, and I could feel the hate. Stupid Marina, right? So anyway, finally, we got to do take 2. David Carson comes up to me and he goes, look you, because he's English too, you think you won that war, didn't you? Anyway, no, you did, but you kind of threw the baby out with the bathwater. Wouldn't it be nice to have the same thing in England as here as we do in England? 30 days of campaigning before the election. 30 days. So that's what I mean about the baby in the bathwater. Okay. But anyway, so he said to me, look you, I don't care if the chair is in flames. You're going to sit in it and you're going to stay in it. And I went, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. So we do take 2. Action. All kicks off. Stuntmen flying through the air. Bits flying through the air. Tracer gets exploded out of the seat. Right says, Marina, take... No, not Marina. Troy, take the helm. I run down. And when I got there, I went, you know what? Just be safe. I could feel it from behind me. It was like this loathing. And I just looked up at David, whose head was about to blow off, and I went, cut it out. It's film. It's actual film, right? Not like nowadays where it's all, you know, digital. It was actual film that you could cut that bit out and, you know, splice it together and it would not be in there. So I managed to not be killed by my friends. Save it till the end. I only get a limited amount of time. And I started talking at 9 months and I've never stopped since, so I like to keep going.